class 9th. Today we are going to start with new chapter, chapter 9, the Mughal Empire. Today's topic is Introduction of the Mughal Empire, Sources. We will discuss the following points. So the objectives of today's topic are literary sources, Abul Fazl, Aine Akbari, monuments, the Taj Mahal, Red Fort, Jama Masjid. Now we will discuss the following key terms. Number 1, Aine Akbari, a detailed document recording the administration of the Mughal Empire under Emperor Akbar, written by his courtier Abul Fazl in the Persian language. Number 2, Mausoleum, tomb. Number 3, Diwan-e-Am, Hall of Audience is a room in the Red Fort where the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan and his successor received members of the general public and heard their grievances. Number 4, Diwan-e-Khas, Hall of Private Audience. It was the location where the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan received courtiers and state guests. Number 5, Rang Mahal, Palace of Color is located in the Red Fort. It originally served as a part of the imperial harem and was known as the Palace of Distinction, Imtiaz Mahal, during the rule of Shah Jahan. Mughal emperors. By the quarter of the 16th century AD, the Sultan of Delhi was confined only to Delhi and its adjoining areas. The provinces of Bengal, Bihar, Gujarat, Sindh and Kashmir had declared their independence. In the Deccan, independent kingdoms of Vijayanagar and Bahmani had been formed. The Lodhis had failed to consolidate their disintegrating empire. Babur was invited by Daulat Khan Lodhi in the first battle of Panipat in 1526 AD. Ibrahim Lodhi was defeated by Babur. At that time, India was Congress of States without unity. The victory of Babur laid the foundation of the Mughal rule in India. Now come to the reading part, page number 188, sources. We have quite a good number of historical sources at our disposal which help us a lot in drawing a clear picture of the Mughal period 1526 to 1707 CE. They include archaeological, means study of humanity, as well as literary sources. However, Abul Fazl's Aine Akbari and monuments like Humayun's tomb, Fatehpur Sikri, Agra Fort, Taj Mahal, Jama Masjid and Red Fort, etc. help us the most. There are good number of historical sources from where we get a clear picture of the Mughal period 1526 to 1707 CE. It includes archaeological and literary sources as well. The monuments like Red Fort, Jama Masjid, Humayun tomb, Agra Fort, Taj Mahal, etc. and literary sources of Abul Fazl's Aine Akbari. Literary sources Abul Fazl's Aine Akbari. He was perhaps the most famous 9 gems of Akbar's court. He was the son of Sheikh Mubarak, the renowned. Renowned means famous Sufi from Persia and was younger brother of Faizi. Faizi introduced him to the Mughal court, but because of his great abilities and devotion, he became a favorite of Akbar and rose to high position of the Prime Minister. Abul Fazl wrote Akbarnama. Aine Akbari is a part of it, which throws a great deal of light on Akbar's conquest, religion, administrative, social, economic, religious and revenue reforms, his hobbies, great qualities and virtues. His writings had great elegance and force. Abdullah Uzbek, an important writer during Akbar's reign, used to say, I am not so afraid of the sword of Akbar as of the pen of Abul Fazl. There can be no greater tribute to Abul Fazl's literary skill than this. Abul Fazl was Sufi in faith, and it is with his cooperation that Akbar started the new faith of Din-e-Ilahi in 1582 CE. Abul Fazl was the greatest writer of his age. Abul Fazl's Aine Akbari. It was written by Abul Fazl, the minister and one of the 9 jewels at Akbar's court. His elder brother Faizi firstly introduced him to the Mughal court, but due to his abilities, he became one of the favorite of Akbar. Akbarnama was written by Abul Fazl. Aine Akbari was a part of a large project of history writing. It is regarded as the precious source material for knowing the administration and culture during the reign of Akbar. Abdullah Uzbek was an important writer during the reign of Akbar. He always praised Fazl's literary skills. With the cooperation of Abul Fazl, Akbar started Din-e-Ilahi in 1582 CE. Undoubtedly, Abul Fazl was the greatest writer of his age and a source of information. Monuments. The Mughal rulers were great builders. Many buildings erected by them at different places throw a good deal of light on the art and architecture under the Mughals. Under the Mughals, many buildings were constructed at different places which showed great art and architecture work like the Humayun Tomb, the Agra Fort, Fatehpur Sikri, the Taj Mahal, Red Fort, Jama Masjid. In this video, we will discuss about the Taj Mahal, Red Fort and Jama Masjid. The Taj Mahal. Of all the structures erected by Shah Jahan, there is none that can be compared with Taj Mahal at Agra. Because of its unique charm, it is counted as one of the wonders of the world. The mausoleum, it means tomb, built in pure white marble, was erected by Shah Jahan in memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal on the bank of the Yamuna. The Taj Mahal, it was built by Shah Jahan in memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal. It is the tomb of both Mumtaz Mahal and Shah Jahan, built in pure white marble. It is built at Agra on the banks of the river Yamuna. The entire structure of Taj Mahal is made of marble and the walls are decorated with floral designs made of precious stones. Red Fort. This fort, built of red sandstone, stands in Delhi on the bank of the Yamuna. It contains various beautiful buildings like those of Rang Mahal, the Moti Mahal, the Diwan-e-Aam, the Diwan-e-Khas and a number of other buildings built at an enormous cost. The Diwan-e-Khas is the most ornamental of Shah Jahan's buildings. It was decorated with valuable stones and gems and gold and silver linings. A water channel made of marble still runs through it, which once added to its beauty when the water used to flow in it. The following Persian verse means poetry, which is engraved means inscribed on one of its walls, fully justified its exceptional beauty. If there is paradise anywhere on earth, it is this, and it is this. Red Fort. Red Fort is an important historical monument. It was built by Shah Jahan after he decided to shift his capital to Delhi. It is located on the banks of the Yamuna. Red sandstone and marble were used in its construction. It contains various beautiful buildings like those of Rang Mahal, Moti Mahal. Among the many impressive buildings in the complex are Diwan-e-Aam and Diwan-e-Khas. The Diwan-e-Khas is the lavishly ornamented hall where the peacock throne was placed. The hall was used by the emperor to give audience to the princes of the royal family, nobles, and other important dignitaries. A water channel made of marble still runs through it. Jama Masjid. Another noteworthy building with which Shah Jahan adorned his newly built capital is the Jama Masjid. It is the one of the largest mosques in India and was completed in 10 years at a cost of about 10 lakh of rupees. This mosque itself stands on a high platform to which ascent is made by A flight means aviation of 35 steps. It was designed to attract the eye of the faithful from afar means to a distance, and proclaim means publicly the glory of Islam. According to Dr. Ishwari Prasad, the Jama Masjid is more impressive and pleasing means appealing than even Moti Masjid of Agra. Jama Masjid. It was built by Shah Jahan and is the biggest mosque in India. It was completed in 10 years at a cost of about 10 lakh of rupees. It is built on a lofty basement with majestic flights of 35 steps, leading to the imposing gateways on three sides of the courtyard. According to Dr. Ishwari Prasad, Jama Masjid is more attractive and pleasurable than Moti Masjid of Agra. So students, we have discussed till here. Learn the basic terms and follow the SNAP homework. Thank you.